It was good, y'all. Fuzion here, back with another reaction video. No surprise here. I'm gonna be talking about the Lakers' 44-point loss against the 76ers last night. I watched the whole game. It was disgusting. As you can tell by the score, it was 138 to 94. 76ers high man was LeBron with 18. Anthony Davis had 17. On our bench, our next highest scorer was Austin Reeves. He had 12. D'Angelo Russell had 12, and Taurean Prince had 11. That's really it from the Lakers as far as scoring. Christian Wood, he had 6 and 7. He went 0 for 5 from the 3. Jackson Hayes went 0 and 2. Austin Reeves went 1 and 4. Max Christie 0 and 3. And that's the tale of how these Lakers have always been this year. We've always had an issue with consistent scoring, especially against a hot 76ers team. They let me see the actual stats on what they were hitting. Joel Embiid, he had 30, had 11 and 11. Tyrese Maxey had 31. Batum had 10. Patrick Beverly had 12. Marcus Morris had 16. Summary of the game. Let me go ahead and see how many three-pointers. Okay, so 3-point percentage and three-pointers made and shot. So Philly, they shot 48% from the 3. Lakers shot 25%. 76ers shot 85% from the free throw line. Lakers shot 69%. Total rebounds. The 76ers had 48 rebounds. Lakers had 32. Steals. 76ers had 11 steals. Lakers had 3. Offensive rebounds. 76ers had 15. Lakers had 6. Some things that we did good. Points off of turnovers. 24 points for us, 9 for the 76ers. Fast break points, we had 20, and the 76ers had 13. We shot 7 for 28 from the 3, and Philly shot 22 for 46. How the fuck they get 46 threes up? Oh, well, Tyrese Maxey shot 12 3-pointers, hit 5 of them. Melton had 6 3-pointers and hit 3 of them. Tobias Harris shot 4 3-pointers, missed 4 of them. Patrick Beverly shot 8 3-pointers and hit 4. And Marcus Morris shot 5 and hit 4 3-pointers. So yeah, defense. We lost Vanderbilt, he's hurt. Gabe Vincent, he's out. Rui Hachimura, he's out. Rui would have got us at least 10 to 12 points. Again, we still would have lost, but I think matchup-wise, it would be a bit better. Lakers got outscored 40 to 14 in the fourth quarter. Again, we have no consistent... Excuse me, guys. We have no consistent offensive threat who can go out and then change the tide of games just by hitting good shots, getting good looks. Someone who can create for themselves. We don't have anyone like that who can do that consistently and get you at least 18 to 20 points just off of straight up one-on-one play like that. Tyrese Maxey, he does that quite well. It was just matchup nightmares for the for the Lakers. Excuse me. Lazy defense. Not really rotating hard. I saw a few plays where we left people open, just having wide open 3-pointers. So, like I always say, and I have always said, if we can't consistently get 110 to 115 points a game, we're not gonna win many games. We scored 94 points. In modern NBA, if we can't reach 100 points consistently, let's not even talk about 110, then we're not going to win many games. Especially since our defensive presence is out of Vando. Early, Anthony Davis, he got Joel Embiid into foul trouble early. He came out, was aggressive, hitting good shots, getting into the paint, something he did well. And Joel Embiid still ended with those 2 fouls. He didn't get any more fouls. Inconsistency from Anthony Davis, not wanting to attack. Also, sometimes D'Angelo Russell and maybe Christian Wood have horrible shot selection. Sometimes I'm like, what the fuck are you doing shooting that? Like, I always thought that Christian Wood was a decent shooter. I don't think he should be shooting 4 3-pointers at all. 5 3-pointers at all, especially if he didn't hit one of them. So I just felt like he was just chunking them shits. But that's neither here nor there. Let's go ahead and get started, see what they got to say here.
Well, like he said, a lot. They were pretty awful. First of all, let's understand something here. Joel Embiid had a triple-double in 3 quarters against Anthony. Where's Anthony Davis? Where's Anthony Davis? I mean, that's number one. Because when you're going up against Joel Embiid, you're supposed to do something to remind the basketball world, you know what, I'm an elite big man in this game. And the best way to do it, Shannon, is to go up against the reigning league MVP who happens to be a 7'1" big man, arguably one of the most, without question, one of the most talented big men this game has ever seen. Correct. One of the most elite big men the game of basketball has ever seen in Joel Embiid. So let's just get that out the way. That's number one. Number two, 76ers 47.8% from three-point range, hitting 22 of their 46 3-points. Where's your three-point defense? I'd like to know the answer to that question. So let's get that out the way. That's number two. Number three is this interesting stat, Shannon, that I looked up here, right here. Do you know that the Lakers are dead last in the NBA in second chance points per game at 9.4?
That's very surprising. And I do think it is because that we are missing Vando. He is someone who is a defensive guy, and that does include rebounding. I could see him, again, getting maybe 2 or 3 offensive boards a night, and that being a tide changer for us. But again, like the 3-point defense from the Lakers, straight up defense from the Lakers, all except for quote unquote rim protection, which I feel like is sort of ass too. Because at the end of the day, Anthony Davis can only do so much. He is not playing in his natural position, which is power forward. We need a center. We need someone who can bang, who has, whose sole responsibility is to get rebounds, play defense. That's what we need. Someone to set screens. Those 3 things. We don't need an offensive threat. We need Anthony Davis to be freed up to a certain extent on the offensive side. And the best way to do that is to push him to power forward, which gives him more opportunities for like the mid-range jump shot, to use in one dribble, head to the basket. He has a good soft touch. He's a lob threat. Same thing with Jackson Hayes. You had 2 lob threats with no true pass first point guard. I think we're putting a lot on AD, and I think we're putting a lot and expecting a lot from D'Angelo Russell. Because D'Angelo Russell has been one of our most consistent third options, which is saying something. Because he's not consistent at all, and his shot selection is abysmal. I don't know what the fuck he be doing sometimes. He thinks that he has a little bit of light and has like the green light, bro. You don't. Unfortunately, you do not have the green light anymore. I'm getting sick and tired of him shooting that bullshit, but that's neither here nor there. I just think that we're again missing someone who is consistently whose whole job is to consistently score. We don't have that. Zach LaVine, he would be a solid pickup for us. An athletic lob threat guy who can also get his off of the dribble. LeBron, he plays better when there's another scorer on the court with him. An elite scorer on the court with him. Kyrie, D-Wade. Both of the teams that he has been on have elite scorers. Notice how I didn't say elite big men. Because in modern NBA, the big man, except for maybe 2 or 3, is obsolete. If your big man doesn't have the ability to pass or take you off of the dribble or hit threes, I feel like he is not very useful in nowadays ball. Also, LeBron has 0 rebounds. That's crazy. Because rebounds is somewhat of an effort thing, which I understand. Maybe that LeBron does need his rest. But that just goes to show you, when you put everything on this 900-year-old dude and then expect him to be our first option and make the offense run through him, and even some defensive stuff run through him, you're not going to be a surprise with these type of turnouts. 18-0 and 5. That's fine, but you're LeBron James, bro. We're going to need more from him for us to win games, because we're putting all of our chips on him, because Anthony Davis is not going to be that guy. He's not.
Meanwhile, they're dead last in the
And
NBA.
Darvin Ham is tripping.
And 18. So they double up. So in other words, again, there's somebody that believes in second chances. Clearly the Lakers do.
Yeah.
They believe in second chances for everybody but themselves.
Second and third, too.
Yeah, how about that? And so you take all of those things into consideration. It's just one game.
Yes.
It's the regular season.
Yes.
But when you roll up on the road and it ends up being the
Played what he played and didn't have a rebound. Now, there weren't a whole lot of rebounds to grab because they didn't miss, but you got to give him one.
Well, listen, you got LeBron James. He's your leading scorer at 18. Nobody scores over 18 points, and LeBron James had 18.
Right.
That's kind of pathetic.
Right.
That's number one, because even though they're making shots, what's stopping you from making some shots?
But he
What's
only took
stopping
like 12.
I understand that, but what I'm talking about is the team. I'm not talking about LeBron
Oh, yeah,
James.
yeah.
I'm talking about the rest of the Lakers. What stopped you from making sure that you were efficient offensively? And I think we got to take a moment right now to give some love to the Philadelphia 76ers in this regard. Things have changed in Philadelphia. Maxey has elevated his level of play. The level of chemistry that you were looking for them to have,
Yeah, if I were to skip that, I really don't. I mean, I'm pretty sure that Shannon Sharpe is gonna say everything else that Stephen A said. As far as defensively, we weren't there. Effort, we weren't there. And like, the Lakers have been playing pretty well these past few games. Of course, we were playing against bad teams. Who we play against? Well, the Cavs, and we beat the Cavs. Cavs sort of are trash this year. They're 8-8. Who else did we play pretty recently? Yeah, we lost to the Mavs. Mavs are a good team. Oh, we beat the Jazz. Jazz are garbage. We beat the Rockets by 1. I think this is our most quote-unquote competitive team that we've played in that little in our winning streak, which is sort of interesting. Our in-season tournament like bracket, it's the Rockets, the Trailblazers, and the Grizzlies. So we have we should be 4-0, which is what we are in that tournament, because those teams shouldn't be better than us. I think that the only ones that really give us issues are the Rockets, because they have a scoring team, again, where we cannot keep up scoring wise. But we held them to 104, and we won with 105. But you're looking at these past games: 105, 104, 107, 95, 110. We lost this one, 125 to 110, which was the Kings. And then a great scoring night, 134 to 107 against the Grizzlies. Scoring, everybody on that team scored. We need someone who is... Rui Hachimura had 23 in that win against Memphis, and we need him to do that. He needs to be our third option. And it sucks because I feel like we have a lot of decent role players, but we need a role player whose main job is to score. And I think once we get that, we will be a whole lot better, because there are times we get into slumps where we cannot find a basket. We're shooting way too many threes, or shoot 4 threes back to back and then brick all of them, while the other team gets 2 3-pointers, some layups, garbage baskets. But in that time, we shot maybe 5 3-pointers. I've seen that happen.
The addition by subtraction, because clearly not having James Harden there is helping.
And that 76ers team is
Harris is helping the rest of them.
Pretty deep.
Joel Embiid is still looking like a league MVP. Let's get that out the way. Nick Nurse has elevated the pace of play for the Philadelphia 76ers. So it's one thing for Max.
I mean, bro, Patrick Beverly was hitting threes, bro. He was hitting nasty threes. Let's go ahead and diagnose the problem, and then we're going to go ahead and end the video. Like Stephen A wants to talk about the damn Clippers. I don't care about the Clippers and what happened with Russ. I don't.
I'm looking at them and I'm saying, look, man, I got to pay attention to this. Philadelphia is coming. I got to give them their respect.
Right. Well, they got a big man that can dominate. Nobody has an answer in the NBA, let alone the Eastern Conference, for Joel Embiid. So that goes without saying. He's going to probably give you somewhere around 30 and 10, 30 and 12. Okay, now Tyrese Maxey looks to
Anthony Davis should have been able to hold him.
He's a star, budgeting superstar. But Stephen A., do you believe they're going to make 22 threes? You believe they're going to make somewhere between 15 and 20 threes a night? I don't.
Right.
I think that was an aberration last night. Give them credit. Seemingly, the Lakers took their foot off the gas. Once they see they weren't going to come back, they emptied their benches, and the Sixers bench is like, this is our opportunity. We're probably not going to get this many.
But you're speaking collectively. What I'm saying to you is, what about a guy like Anthony Davis going against a reigning league MVP that plays your position, and he drops a triple-double on you personally in 3 quarters? What about that, Shannon?
You're right. You're right. And all the publications that I've been reading and what I've been reading is Anthony Davis is the Defensive Player of the Year thus far. He's having about 3 blocks a game. He's giving you 12 rebounds a game. But last night, you saw the size advantage. You saw the weight advantage. Joel Embiid, he was allowing Joel Embiid to catch the ball too deep. Okay, what you going to do with that man? The man's 7'2", 300 pounds. He gets you on his backside, it's over.
I also saw Joel Embiid in the lane with the footwork, shooting fadeaway jump shots. I saw him pulling up for a 3. I saw him putting the ball on the floor.
Yeah, this was a statement game that the 76ers made, that Joel Embiid made, to prove that they are way better than this Lakers team. The Lakers team, I'm not saying that they had to win. I'm saying that they should have made it somewhat competitive. It should have been a better game. I'm not expecting like the Lakers to go 82-0. I'm expecting good games. I'm expecting close games. I'm expecting great offense and defense. But I haven't been getting that. Only against certain teams where we are better than. And we should be better than. I don't know, bro. There's a lot that this Lakers team needs to change. Coaching may be where we need to start, but I've said this I feel like every single Lakers video. This is not a championship roster. It was never a championship roster. Eventually, these new Lakers fans need to stop lying to each other and realize. Well, yes, we're missing Cam Reddish as well, another defensive guy. But y'all need to stop lying to yourself. This Lakers team is not it. It needs. We need a center who knows, who understands how to play center. Christian Wood is jacking up shots. Jackson Hayes is a lob threat, rim runner. That's it. And I just don't think that we have enough. But those are my thoughts on this game. Horrible shot selection. Bad defense. Just the name of the game for the Lakers. And that's all I got for you guys. Please make sure to subscribe, like, and comment, as well as become a member. You get to tell us what type of videos you would like us to react to, or we can talk about your team. So yeah, that's about it, and I'll see you guys next video. Peace.